sort of situation.
So, and you said it took how long until the police arrived?
An hour and 30 minutes.
So then you talked to police and let them know what happened?
Yes, ma'am.
The hour and 30 minutes while you're waiting for the police to arrive, what's going on during
I
that
just
time?
kept on.
You just kept calling the police? Was Gavin still in the house?
No, he left in the Jeep.
Was he there when the police arrived?
No, ma'am.
So at what point did Gavin leave?
I want to say 15, 20 minutes after the whole incident happened.
And was this before or after you called the police?
No, this is after. Yes, this is after.
Did he come back? Did Gavin come back once the police got there?
Later that night.
Was he there while the police were still there, or was this after the police left?
After the police left.
She's passed.
You and Gavin are half brothers.
Yes, sir.
You have a common mother and a different father.
Yes, sir.
What's your mother's name?
Mary Vaughn.
Mary Bond. Of course, familiar with Miss Bond.
Is it the one I'm familiar with?
Yes.
Okay.
That's Gavin's shirt, isn't it?
He doesn't fit it no more.
This is his shirt.
Yes, sir.
Where did you get it?
Where did I get it?
No.
My grandma gave it to me.
Not out of his room.
No, sir.
You're charged with evading detention of motor vehicle right now, is that right? Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Out of Jefferson County?
Yes, sir.
And what about the firearm incident at Rogers Park? You charged with that yet?
No, sir.
That was investigated? No
Yes,
charge?
sir.
No
No
charge?
charges.
And the theft of the bicycle? What about that?
No charges on that.
So you're currently not facing any charge?
No, sir. Yes, sir. I'm currently facing no charges.
Are you indicted for them, or what's the status of them?
Bond currently paid off and just waiting to court with
What charge?
motorized vehicle.
Evading motor vehicle, no?
Yes, sir.
Okay, but
They're not.
okay, it's a pending case. You've not been found guilty of that.
No, sir.
All right. Well, I wrote that article.
Yes, sir.
Presumption of innocence is sacred. Go ahead.
How long have you all lived or cohabitated in the same residence?
Our whole lives.
How was that relationship then?
It started off pretty good when we were younger and then got way worse the older we got.
And you're 18, so you're older than him?
Yes, sir.
You graduated from high school,
No, sir.
working on a GED, or you still
Working on a GED.
employed? What do you do?
I work side hustles.
Side hustles?
Yes, sir.
Like what?
Power washing with my friend.
Maintain gainful employment, right?
Yes, sir.
On the day in question here, it's been a while back. How's your memory of it?
Even though I remember the kid a lot, and people say that your memory dissipates when the more you remember a story, I remember it pretty well.
Wow.
It was a pretty traumatized situation.
Have you ever been in a fight with Gavin before?
Oh, plenty of times.
How many times did you say that you all?
More times than I would love.
I'm sorry.
More times than I would love.
Did you remember? Or
You know that I would love. More time. I've been in more fights than I would love to be with them.
I don't understand. Many fighting.
Many fights.
How did those fights occur? How did they proceed? Were you throwing fists or wrestling, or how did they?
Mostly wrestling, but sometimes.
Were either of you ever injured?
Yes, and seriously multiple times.
Like what types of injuries?
Bruises on me. I had a busted lip, the top part of the lip right here, it slips. I have a busted part from him punching me in the face repeatedly while he was on the ground and and he tapped and I let him go with him.
Okay. That was one occasion. What about, has he ever been injured from you or did you know?
That's for him to say.
You've never personally observed him having any injuries, and you remember, like maybe he had a bloody nose or a busted leg or black eye or something? Don't remember?
Don't remember so.
Okay. So you were asleep in your bed at 7 a.m.
Yes.
and your friend and Gavin came into your room.
Okay. I was going to sleep at 7 a.m. They woke me up at 2 p.m. in the afternoon, being rapid.
Okay, so you went to bed at 7 a.m.
Yes, sir.
Where had you been?
Where have I been? In my closet playing video games. Playing brotherhood.
So you stayed up all night playing video games, went to bed at 7 a.m.,
Yes.
right? Slept until 2 p.m., right?
Yes, sir.
And at 2 p.m., Gavin and your friend came into your room?
No, my friend was in my room because he was spending the night.
And you just were sleeping.
Yes, sir.
So he was still playing the video game?
No, he was. I don't know what I was asleep.
Oh. So he was doing something. He wasn't
Something.
asleep, right?
Yes, he was doing something. Yes.
He was awake.
Yes, sir.
And what do you wake up to?
Them yelling. I don't. No idea.
But they were both in your room
Yes, yes, sir.
and they were yelling at each other.
Yes, sir.
And you woke up.
Yes, sir.
And what happened after that?
Told him to be quiet. Like, you know,
Get out of my room.
exactly.
Leave me alone. I'm trying to sleep.
Yes, sir.
And in response to that, what's your friend's name, by the way?
Jerry Covell.
Cobell?
Yes, sir.
And you said you're not friends with him anymore? Why did y'all have a falling out?
He accused me of stuff that I did not do, and I just didn't like that. Okay.
But at the time, he was your friend, right?
Yes, sir.
You know, he gave a statement to the police or no?
He was supposed to, but he never wanted to get involved.
So you wake up, Gavin and Jeremy are arguing, tell them to get out, and then you say that you get out halfway out of bed and you put your arm on Gavin to push him out.
Yes, sir.
Is that accurate? Or how you remember it?
I say push is a strong word for like trying to guide.
So what was the amount of force that you used with yourself?
Literally nothing. I wasn't even out there ready.
Just placed your arm on.
Yes, yes, sir.
And in response to that, you got him to what?
Punched me and tackled me on top of my foot.
Okay. Did he punch and tackle you back onto the bed, or were you
No, onto a whole different couch.
Well, if you were still on the bed, how did he tackle you onto the couch? I believe you testified that you were still halfway on the bed.
I get up to show them how this happened.
If that will help explain it, yes, go ahead.
So my back leg, still my back leg feels, So I'm somewhat up, but I'm not up.
Mm-hmm.
So, now you can see how he kind of tackled,
Show me how he tackled.
literally how he football tackled someone.
And knocked you off of the bed onto the couch.
Yes, that's how he knocked me off the steps.
So you had his arm on you, and he lunged forward or tackled you.
No, he proceeded to punch me, knock me more off balance than I already was, then tackle.
So he punched you first, then tackled you onto the couch.
Yes, sir.
Where did he punch you?
My face.
Where? You're indicating the right.
Okay, maybe left, right. I just know it was my face. Something hit my face very fast, very hard.
And just jumping forward, was there any kind of mark on your face that he left?
I don't really bruise easily unless I get absolutely hurt.
Did the officers take any pictures of it?
Yes, they took pictures of here, and I'm pretty sure my dad.
Were there visible injuries?
Yes.
Where are the pictures, do you know?
No, sir. I know that.
Maybe the police kept the pictures.
Yes, sir.
The punches you in the face and what, you start fighting?
I didn't stop fighting. No.
You didn't resist?
No. Why would I resist?
Because you're being punched, maybe?
Okay, so let me go to jail.
You're just going to lay there and let him punch you? So you didn't hit him at all, you just lay there and
All I tried to do was just control the situation.
by doing what?
Controlling him, just
No.
wrapping him.
But you had him wrapped up, right?
Not really.
Well,
He was following me around. Yeah, he looked. I'm trying to say is he had He had control of the fight, majority of the fight. The only time I had control was when my friend finally jumped in and helped.
How much do you weigh?
155 on a big
And how much you think Gavin would?
160.
So you're pretty close to the same size.
I don't work out. That's the problem.
So you think he's stronger than you are?
I mean, yeah,
The fights that you've had with him in the past, you've always lost.
majority of times, yeah. Yeah.
So you weren't trying to defend yourself other than having him wrapped up, and he's continuing to hit you.
Yes, sir.
When you have him wrapped up and he's hitting you where, on the side or how?
Hitting here from against the wall, it's just trying to hurt me where he could.
Was the room, was the sheetrock broken?
I can show you the picture of the room. It helps you.
I'll leave that to the prosecutor. If you have one, you can get that thing. So how long did that go on inside the room?
Not even more than 10 minutes.
So a 10-minute fight? That's a pretty long time, right?
I mean, like I said, I just woke up. You're asking me questions about it, I have no time frame for it.
You don't have a recollection of the duration of the fight inside of the room, et cetera. You don't remember how long the fight happened in the room?
No, sir. That's what I'm saying.
Did your friend stay in the room?
Yes.
Did you intervene or attempt to intervene?
He wanted to, he just didn't know how to. He told me.
So he just let you all continue with the fight?
I mean, if I was in my homie's room and my brother or his brother threw him on top of me, I wouldn't know how to react.
Your homie, like Jeremy, you mean? Or
Jerry, yes.
Well, if you were in your homie's room and that happened, you would just have watched too. You would.
I wouldn't have watched it, but I would have been like, do I do something? Do I let it play out? I would have been a little confused.
Well, was it to the point where you were being beaten into
No.
beaten where somebody would feel necessary to intervene to keep you?
I mean, it did kind of get to that point, but at that point, it was going to stop.
So why did it stop and
You gotta ask him. He's the one that stopped punching.
you just stopped? Is that right?
Yes, sir.
And what happened after he stopped?
I went downstairs immediately.
You left your room.
Yes, sir.
And he is going to stay in your room?
I had no idea what to do. I was not.
What did you do when you went downstairs?
I was freaking out, cussing, wanting to call the cops. And then my brother came down, still threatening me as I was.
Let me ask you this. Have you ever called the police before you got on the phone?
No, I don't want to because I don't want to put my brother in jail. I do love it.
Why didn't you call the police on the other folks?
But like I said, I love my brother, but he took it too far this time.
See, this was unusual, this fight in your room.
No, this was not an unusual fight this time. It was just,
So what was different this time where you,
I almost died in this fight.
well, that was before you got you in the choke and you said you went downstairs to call the cops, right?
Yes.
That was before you got,
Look, my TV was broken. I just got woken up. I just got beat the shit out of them. So yeah, I wanted to call the cops.
that had happened before, right? I mean, he'd beaten you before by your testimony. You lost most of the
Big
fights.
fights. You see those lovely two people behind you, my grandparents, for the reason. They don't want me to call the cops on them
So this time you decided to call the police.
because they weren't there to stop me. Yes, sir.
Every other time they've been there to stop you.
Yes, sir. And they've been in there to break up the fight, actually.
You're aware that he's on felony probation right now.
I'm aware.
You're aware?
I'm aware.
The fact that he's on felony probation now, did that influence your decision to call the police this time? Versus, so that had nothing to do with it.
No, sir.
So did you call the police when you went downstairs?
No, sir.
Why not?
I don't know.
You said you thought about it, right?
Yes, sir. I definitely did.
But you did.
That's change of heart, something. But once we had that second altercation, I knew what I was doing.
So you're downstairs, and did Gavin and Jeremy start coming downstairs?
Gavin starts coming downstairs, literally starts coming downstairs. I see that he's coming downstairs, so I'm just, he's going to be down here. I'm not going to be down here. I'm going to go back into the safety of my room with my friend. We meet with him.
So you met him on the landing when he was coming downstairs?
Yes, sir.
Why didn't you just go outside? You wanted to avoid him.
I didn't think it was very, like I said, I was just waking up.
So you went up the stairs when he's coming down the stairs, and you meet halfway on the stairs?
Relatively halfway, yes.
There's the type of landing, I guess it's a
Yes, yes.
So there's a flat space there?
Yes, sir.
So y'all met halfway up the stairs on the landing.
Yes, sir.
And what happened when you met up on the landing?
He's still mad as hell. I'm just trying to figure out why he just did that. Then proceeds to tackle me off the stairs.
So you fall off of the stairs,
Literally, like tackles me.
off the stairs, both of you go flying off the stairs, right?
Yes, sir.
And where do you land?
We luckily landed on our feet.
Okay.
Then he proceeded to run me backwards into the table, break the leg off the table.
So you landed on top of the table? Or how did you just hit the table and the leg broke?
Yeah, we just hit the table. The leg broke. And then
Did your back hit the table? Like he's running you back and your back hit
the back of my cab. Not cab.
So
Yeah.
bottom shit,
Yes.
hit the table, broke the table, right?
Yes, sir.
Y'all ever break furniture before you fight?
Yes, sir.
Did your grandparents have? Yeah.
My pop's laughing.
Yeah, so it's happened before. Tables or chairs, or what have you broken before?
Nothing. We don't really mean to break stuff. It's just
Well, what's gotten broken?
pictures, tables,
Chairs,
chairs.
dishes.
Probably that too.
Okay. So you break the chair leg. Are you facing him? Y'all face
Yes, we are facing.
Facing each
He's
other.
pushing me back, and I'm.
So what happens after you hit the table and the leg breaks?
I lose complete balance, and he finds a way behind me to put me in a rear naked
So
choke.
did y'all go to the ground after you hit the table?
We went to the couch.
So you still,
Our legs are hanging off the couch, or our bodies are on the couch.
is he still facing you?
No, he's behind me now.
How do you get behind him?
Oh, I see that.
You watch MMA or any familiarity with martial arts?
I mean, yeah, but like I said, it was so long ago. I was literally just like,
Well, did he do an arm drag or you don't know how he got behind you, right?
like I said, I lost balance. He ended up behind me.
He ended up behind. So when he's behind you, that's when we say he puts his left arm around you, around your neck.
Yeah, I guess whatever his dominant arm is, which I guess is way.
Well, it wouldn't be your dominant.
No, for him it would be.
He's left-handed.
Aren't you, Gavin?
Which arm did he put around your neck?
I'm pretty sure he's left.
So he didn't put his dominant arm. He put his dominant arm around your neck, not his
Yes, sir.
non-dominant arm.
Yes, sir.
You sure?
Positive.
You're familiar that the proper technique for a rear naked choke is the non-dominant arm around the neck.
Okay, look, if we're gonna be technical, cool. But at the end of the day, he put me in a chokehold. I don't know the technicalities for that.
You call it a rear naked choke.
Because that's what the detectives called it.
So that's not your words. That's the detective.
Yes, sir.
So the detectives asked you if he put you in a rear naked choke.
No, they asked me what type of choke did he put me in. Then I explained to them what it was, and they said it was going to be choke.
So that's their words, not.
Yes, sir.
Wow. So he put an arm around your neck,
I
right?
put an arm around my neck and wrapped his feet around me,
And he's on the couch and you're,
leaning back exactly like that.
let's say this is the couch, right?
Yes, sir.
So he's on the couch, you're in front of him.
No. More like your mid back would be on the couch.
Okay. So he wasn't sitting on the couch.
No.
Right. He was maybe sitting on the floor.
I mean, you probably ended up getting there.
Well, I mean, the time he said he sunk the choke, he was sitting on the floor.
No.
When did he sink the choke?
When you see the choke, when
Yeah.
you pulled,
Well, where were you when he did that?
I was on
Were you on the ground or was he on the couch or where were
the
you?
couch.
Huh?
The couch.
He was on the couch or you
We were both on the
How are you on the couch if he's in front of you? He's in front of you or not?
Can I stop this right now?
No, you've got to do your best to answer the questions. So it's,
How were we on the couch?
Yeah, if you're in front of him, is it not couch?
He was behind me. I was on top of him. How I explained, we were positioned to where the couch was on like our big backs. He pulled back.
How is the couch on both of your backs? If he's in front of you, his back has to be on the couch.
He said,
How is your back on the couch This is
I said I'm on top of him. I'm on him and he's behind me.
so he's on the couch, not you. He's between you and the couch. He has to be.
Yes, yes, sir.
And so you're saying he sunk the choke, right?
Yes, sir.
Where was his forearm?
Yes, sir.
What was it on?
It was right here. If you want me to be honest, I couldn't breathe.
So it wasn't on your carotid. It wasn't on the blood. It wasn't the blood, right?
I was going black. I was seeing stars. If that answers your question.
Was he choking the blood off, or was he
I
choking
have
it
no
up?
idea, sir.
Could
I
you
was
breathe?
choking. All
Could
right.
you breathe?
No, sir. I
So-
was literally just said I was choking.
All right. So he wasn't blocking your blood then, right?
Sir, I have no idea what he was blocking. I'm not a doctor. I don't fight.
Okay. And so he had his forearm across your larynx, your windpipe,
Yes, sir.
exerting pressure, correct?
Yes, sir.
For how long? You said 3 minutes on direct.
No, a little longer than 3 minutes. It
So-
took my friend 3 minutes to rip him off of me after I started, literally.
So he was restricting your airflow with a rear naked choke for 3 minutes.
No, there was times where I was able to get my breath, but
Why were you able to get your breath if you had the choke sunk?
I was ripping him off. But
So he didn't have the choke sunk for 3
No.
minutes solid.
no, he had the choke sunk for definitely 2 minutes solid.
And you didn't pass out for,
Hold on, hold on.
And 5 minutes for it to resolve because it took 3 minutes for my homeboy to rip him off.
so you had this choke, he had a rear naked choke sunk across your windpipe for 2 minutes and you didn't pass out?
I told you I was literally in the current state of passing out. I was seeing stars, blacking out. My eyes were rolling in the back of my head. I don't know how many times I gotta say this. That's not true. Like you were there, Nana.
Man, exit the courtroom.
That's it.
Exit the courtroom.
I'm so tired of y'all defending this little ass kid.
So is it your testimony that your friend was able to get his arm broken off of you, or did Gavin just let you go?
No idea. I'm knowing me knowing my friend was able to rip his hands off.
He was going to kill you.
Yes. I mean he screamed it 5 times. Did he not?
I wasn't there. So it's your testimony he screamed 5 times, I'm going to kill you.
Yes, sir.
So this fight was different than any other fight you'd ever had?
Yes, this was the most violent fight we've ever had. That's not even saying the fights where I've actually drawn in blood, been myself have drawn in blood.
And so now you resolved after he was off of you. What happened when he got off of you? Did you continue to
I called
fight?
cops on me.
What happened after he got off of you? Now, what did he do though?
What did he?
He didn't,
Just there.
he didn't,
Ran somewhere. I don't care.
he didn't,
I was involved.
he didn't continue the fight,
No.
and he called the cops on your brother.
Yeah.
Okay. Pass the witness.
Aiden, do you feel like your grandparents defend Gavin?
Absolutely.
Do you remember I called you about this case? Probably been a couple weeks ago.
Believe so.
And do you remember I asked you what did you want to happen in this case? You remember us having a conversation about that?
Literally.
Do you remember telling me that you didn't want your brother to go to prison? You just wanted him to get some help for his anger?
Yes, ma'am.
No further questions.
No, further.
Oh. You're excused, sir.
Thank
Thank you. Next, please.
No further, nothing further from the state, Judge.
You're resting.
Yes, sir.
What's defense?
You probably should follow now. Can I get some water?
I'll be right.
I'm good.
Raise your right hand.
Reginald.
Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you are about to give shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, sir.
Lower your hand.
Proceed, Your Honor.
Yo, go.
You state your full name. State your full name.
Yeah, very long.
Mr. Bond, you understand we're having a hearing today on the state's motion to revoke probation in both of the state jail cases.
Yes, sir.
And the court's going to hear evidence, then make a decision at the end of this hearing on how to proceed with the motion to revoke your probation.
Yes, sir.
I understand that you've been placed under oath and it's your obligation to tell the whole truth. And that means stating everything and not even leaving anything out by omission. You understand that?
Yes, sir. Lord.
How old are you?
17 years old.
How old were you when the offenses that you're under probation for were committed?
16.
16? Were you certified as an adult?
Yes, sir.
And you were proceeded in this court and you received adult probation. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
You understand you're being treated as an adult, even though you're only 16 when the offenses occurred, and you're only 17 now.
I understand.
You understand that?
Yes.
And that there are adult consequences to things that happen on your probation in this hearing, that you're treated as an adult.
Yes, sir.
Are you currently enrolled in high school?
Yes, sir.
Where do you attend high school?
Westbrook.
What, are you in good standing there to go return to school? I guess when school starts back in August.
Well, I would need to catch up on a couple of credits.
Okay. How long were you in jail on this motion to revoke probation?
With everything put together, I probably went back 2 or 3 months. So, like, overall, around 3 months.
Was that 3 months of school that you lost, or was it during the summer, or what was the impact on your education?
It was 3 months of school.
Are you current? Are you going to be a senior? Are you current, or what's the status?
Senior.
So you're on track to graduate on time?
Yes, sir.
Well, he had asked you a question about how long you were in jail on this. How long?
I'd say about 3 months.
48 days.
Probably seemed like 3 months, Your Honor.
Go ahead. I just want to make sure the
Okay.
record was right. It's 48
Did
days.
it seem like 3 months?
It seemed like longer than that.
I'd have.
What were the conditions like in jail?
It's just around a lot of people I don't want to be around. So,
Food wasn't that good?
No.
Do you want to, you don't want to go back to jail or prison?
of course,
What extracurricular activities you're involved in with school?
I had an opportunity to play varsity baseball at Westbrook since I was a freshman.
Okay, so you've been playing varsity baseball since you were a freshman?
I never got a chance because of my credits fell behind on my attendance, but I still have a spot there.
If you go back in the fall, you're going to be on the baseball team?
Actually, the spring.
Spring, okay.
Next
Well, I'm sorry, I'm used to football. So
Yes.
spring, yeah, baseball played in the spring. I guess you have an off-season program for baseball, though, don't you? That would start in the fall.
Well, like practices, select baseball starts in the fall, summer.
And you play select ball too, is that right?
As of right now, no.
Have you in the past?
In the past, yes, sir.
What kind of collegiate prospects do you have for baseball?
Like letters.
Well, yeah, who's interested in you for baseball?
Well, I've probably got like 15 to 20 letters. I could name a couple. Alabama, UT Austin, TCU, some other D3, D2 schools.
So you think you have prospects perhaps to attend college and play baseball?
Yes, sir.
Academics play a part no matter how good of an athlete you might be.
Yes,
It's
sir.
important.
And
It's important your academics are taken care of.
yes, sir.
Your grades. Okay.
What kind of grades do you maintain?
When I first came into high school, I was in all honor classes, making all A's. My attendance, however, caught up with me, and I had to get taken out of those classes. Still maintaining passing grades as of now,
All right, C average at least.
at least.
You heard the probation officer testify about community service and the ability to have some of that weighed if you provide proof of enrollment and C average.
Yes, sir.
You think you could do that?
Yes, sir.
You have probation fees and I don't, maybe restitution as well. What kind of employment are you engaged in?
I run my own landscape concrete business in Beaumont, and however, I'm only able to do that during the summer because of school and all that. Then we also do holiday lighting during Christmas time. So those would be the only 2 times where I make my income.
What, do you have partners in that or do you work with?
Yeah, I pay people to work with me.
My understanding from our discussions is you canvass the neighborhoods for jobs and then contract, you have workers that.
So I do sales and marketing, and then I pay other people to get the jobs done for me.
Have you been doing that this summer since you've been out?
Yes, sir.
How, do you have any jobs lined up or how's that going?
Yes, sir. We completed 2 jobs while I've been out for 2 weeks, and we have another big job lined up. It's probably gonna be the last job of the summer. It's a big $50,000 project. So
Who bid that job? Where's that residence?
in Old Town.
Okay. We're on YouTube, so I don't want you to get any details, but it's a residence there that you did a landscaping job or what type of job?
Landscape, concrete, flower beds, and lighting.
Lighting? Okay. So you think that you could get current on your fines and fees?
Yes, sir.
Are you gonna do your best to do that, right? Being in high school and everything?
Yes, sir. I think I'll be able to catch up on them because it's still summer. I still have time to work. So yeah, I think I'll be able to catch up on them.
Why didn't you get the drug patch put on immediately when you got out,
I didn't have the funds to do so. Also, didn't have any transportation to get there. It's $70 per patch. You got to get the new one every 2 weeks. However, I did end up getting one because I've been working recently.
you were able to afford it?
I was able to afford it. Yeah.
Okay. You're negative on both your drug screens, is that right?
Yes, sir.
You're supposed to take a theft prevention class, I think. Are you currently enrolled in that?
Not currently enrolled in it, but my probation officer gave me the paper to get onto that, get that done.
Ms. Richard?
Yes, sir.
You've been supervised up to, I guess, this last time by Ms. Bryan, is that right? And I believe she's no longer with the probation department. What was your relationship with Ms. Bryant? Were you courteous, maintain proper demeanor, never any problems?
Good relationship.
Do you think if she I mean, this is maybe speculation, but do you think if she testified, she would give you a good report as far as just your demeanor and respect?
Never had any problems. Been as respectful as possible towards her.
These offenses that you're on probation for, you don't contest you're guilty of those, do you? I mean, you pled guilty, you did these offenses, right?
Yes, sir.
Why do you think substance abuse contributed to that or alcohol contributed to the decisions you made that led you to the position you're in now, being on probation?
No, sir. I don't do drugs.
Well, did it contribute? Were you under influence of anything when you committed these offenses or not?
Yeah, whenever I committed the you mean the property theft?
Right.
Yeah, I was under the influence of alcohol.
Okay. Have you had problems with alcohol since then, or have you refrained from the use of alcohol? Learned your lesson?
Big lesson.
Hard way, right? Learn by our suffering, correct? We learn by our suffering, correct?
Yes, sir.
All right, let's talk about your brother, Aiden. Have you been raised with him your whole life or reared with him your whole life?
Yes, sir.
In the same household, is that right?
Yep.
And I take it neither your mother nor your father have been much involved with your upbringing?
No, sir.
And that's true of Aiden as well, I suppose?
Yes, sir.
Same with the father, with Aiden?
Yes, sir. He was probably a little closer to my mom than I was. But.
Okay. What's your relationship with your mom?
Oh, sir.
About your father?
Never met him.
Okay. So your grandparents have been pretty much the figures, your parent figures, is that right?
Yes, sir.
And that's your mother's parents, correct?
Yes, sir.
And I guess for Aiden too, is that right?
Yes, sir.
You heard Aiden testify about, I guess, fights that brothers have over the years that you've had with him, is that right?
Right.
Would you agree with him that I mean, just the number of fights that occurred, or is it more or less, or how would you describe your history of physical
There's been several
over the year?
over the span of the 16 years, 17 years we've been living together.
Right. How many would you say you've had with him, fights with him? Just over 16 or 17 years. Too many to remember, or?
Too many to remember. Nothing crazy. Just just altercations.
Never
arguing.
Never weapons or anything like
No,
that?
of course.
Okay. All right. This occasion that we're talking about today, you heard Aiden testify. He was asleep in his room at 2 p.m. after playing video games all night. His friend was in the room, Jeremy. Take a drink if you need, Jeremy. And you came into the room and started, I guess, disputing loudly with Jeremy. Do you agree with all that, or is there anything you want to correct on that?
I
Or
don't
what?
think we're being very loud. No, that we disrupted him because he was trying to sleep in the room.
Why did you go in his room?
I was trying to have a conversation with Jared.
Jared?
Yeah, just a friendly conversation with Jared. Just talking to him. He was just waking up that morning, and I was too.
Well, it wasn't his afternoon, wasn't it? It wasn't the morning.
I'm pretty sure it was in the morning because Jared was just waking up, and so was I.
Okay. Well, I think Aiden said it was 2 p.m. I don't remember.
I'm pretty sure it was close to 7.
All right. So you remember it being in the morning then?
Yes, sir, because we were both just waking up. And
Well, he could just be waking up at 2 p.m. too.
Maybe.
Yeah.
But I do remember that Aiden said that he was going to sleep around 7. I go to sleep around 7. I think that he said the cops came around 2.
All right. Maybe so.
But I don't know when the cops came. We'll get to that.
All right. So what happened when you and Jared were having a conversation? What did Aiden do?
Well, Aiden was trying to sleep, and at first started off calm. He was just like, "Hey, Gavin, can you get out of my room?" And I was just like, "Give me a second, man. I'm talking to Jared real quick." And they started getting angry and stuff. Said, "Get out of my room!" And he started yelling at me. I was like, "Dude, chill out." And then he was like, "Get out of my room before I make you." And I was like, "Dude, calm down. I'm just trying to talk to your friend here." And then he rushed at me, grabbed me, tried to pull me out of his room. I just tried to restrain him because I didn't want him, trying to hurt me or anything like that. Threw a punch at me as well. And after that, I just restrained him.
You what?
I restrained him. I
How?
didn't throw any punches at him.
How'd you restrain
He went down.
on the ground?
Yeah.
Then what happened?
He said, let me go. And I was like, you're gonna stop. You're gonna stop. Are you not gonna come at me anymore? He was like, yeah, but he tapped on the ground.
What does that mean when he taps?
So he tapped out, but he's like, I'm done.
Where do you all get the tap out stuff? That tapping means.
Like MMA, UFC, like fights,
What does it mean when somebody taps?
Did somebody they tap out?
So you don't, after they tap, you don't continue?
No, did.
You don't maintain the dominant position, or what you
No.
thought? Do you respect that? Did you respect that when he tapped?
Yeah.
So what did you do?
He tapped, and then I walked out of the room. He started going crazy. He started going wild. I also wanted to add into that last one. While I was trying to restrain him, we fell into his TV.
Okay.
I don't know who hit his TV, but somebody did, and the TV broke, fell on the floor.
How big of a TV? About the size of the screens here, or?
Probably a little bigger than that.
All right.
Really, yeah.
So you both, the TV got broken.
Yeah.
You think that
It wasn't
maybe,
his TV though. He didn't buy it.
well, it was in his room though.
Yeah, it was in his room.
So did he consider it to be his TV?
Yes,
Did that make him mad when his TV got broken?
sure did.
Well, did you observe him to be mad after his TV got broken?
Yes, sir.
What happened after you let him up?
Well, we both went our separate ways. I went into my room. And Jaden was just stayed in the room that we were in, his room.
Mm-hmm.
And Aiden went downstairs and started yelling, cursing and stuff. And I got my stuff together, my phone, keys, like my speaker or something. I was headed to a friend's house because I was trying to get away from the situation. I didn't want us to fight again. So as I was walking downstairs, we met like at the landing.
Like he said.
Yeah, like you said. And then he kind of was just saying stuff. And then he put his arm against me like this. Like he pushed me up against the wall. And as soon as he did that, I kind of went like, like, I just tried to defend myself.
What happened after he pushed you out of the lawn?
I kind of just grabbed him and put him into a restraint again.
Well,
I didn't want-
on the landing, or did y'all fall off of the landing, or where did you land
well,
up?
we like went down the landing, but we landed on our feet, and we were just kind of just like scuffling. He was throwing punches. I never try to punch him. Whenever we fight, because I know that like I'm bigger than him and stuff, and I'm not trying to hurt him. So all I do is wrestle, and so I just grab him and I hold him down. I'm like, dude, chill out. Like why are you doing this again? Are you gonna chill out this time when I let you go? He's like, yes, bro. Like he was like going crazy kind of. He's like, yes, bro. I'm gonna chill. And he started tapping. He started tapping on my arm. I was like, all right, I'm gonna let you go now. He was like, all right, let go of me. And by that time, Jared had already come down. He was witnessing what was going on downstairs, and he didn't try to grab me off him at all. I just let go of him, and then we went our separate ways. I hopped in the Jeep. I went to a friend's house because I wasn't trying to fight again. We already had 2 altercations within the span of like 2 minutes, and yeah.
Did you have your arm around his throat, around his neck?
Yeah, it was around this area right here. I was just holding him down. I wasn't impeding his breath. He was literally talking to me. But I guess it's just the way he put it.
Okay. Did you impede his breath or choke him?
No, sir.
Okay. That's what.
So Gavin, let me get this straight. So Aiden is in his own room sleeping, right?
Yes, ma'am.
You go into his room being loud, right?
Well, he's not.
Yeah, yes or no, and you can explain it.
Yes, sir.
Okay, go ahead.
Yes.
Okay. Aiden calmly asks you to be quiet and or to get out of his room while he's trying to sleep, right?
Yes.
When you don't listen, Aiden starts yelling at you to get out of his room, right?
Yes.
You still don't listen, right?
Yes.
So that's when Aiden uses his arm or something trying to direct you out of his
He
room.
doesn't direct me. He throws a punch at me and tries to shove me out of his room.
So Aiden gets physical because he's calmly asked you to get out of his room. He's yelled at you and you still didn't listen. So now you're saying that he got physical to get you out of his room. Is that right?
Yes, ma'am. He came at me first.
So because you wouldn't get out of his room or be quiet, then you felt the need to restrain him because you wouldn't get out of his room. Is that right?
I felt the need to restrain him because he was attacking me.
Because he'd asked you to get out of his room, right?
He did ask me to get out of his room.
He asked you calmly, right?
He did ask me calmly.
He yelled at
He
you.
was kind of mumbled and like he was sleeping. He was like, "Get out of my room, get out of my room."
You didn't listen though, right?
Well, I kind of just told him, "Hey, look, man."
Did you get out?
Friend here. I did not get out.
Okay. When he yelled, did you get out?
Once again, I reframed it. I was like, "Hey, man, I'm talking."
When he yelled to you to get out of my room, did you get out of his room?
No, ma'am.
Okay. So then he got physical to get you out of his room, but you felt the need to restrain him because you were in his room against his multiple requests for you to get out, right? Is that a yes or no?
Well, I won't be able to give you a yes or no on that question. I would have to give more explanation.
You didn't get out when he asked you to, so then you say he put his hands on you and you felt the need to restrain him. Is that right?
I felt the need to defend myself after he put his hands on me, correct? And I did not get out of his room whenever he asked me to.
So then when you put your hands on him to restrain him, you say Aiden tapped out that first time, right?
After he fell into the TV and had a little scuffle and rolling around and stuff.
And then he tapped out.
He ended up tapping out.
Okay. Then you talk about him going downstairs and then y'all met on the landing. Is that right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And you say once again that Aiden put his arm up or something while y'all were passing each other on the landing?
He was kind of yelling, kind of mad. And I guess he was mad that his TV broke or something. He was just cursing and stuff like that. And whenever we met on the landing, he was kind of like getting in my face and kind of shoved me a little bit.
So you felt the need to restrain him again, right?
Felt the need to, yeah.
Okay. And so now you say, I didn't punch him. All I do is wrestle. That's what you said, right?
All I did was wrestle. I never threw a punch.
Okay. And so you tell your attorney that you had your arm around his neck, right?
Objection, that mischaracterizes the testimony.
Overrule. He can answer.
When your attorney did this, and I think you did it too, and asked, is this how you had your arm? You said that you had your arm around Aiden's neck, right? That's what you just testified, right?
Something like that.
Okay. And then you say that Aiden started tapping out again. Is that right?
Well, he did tap out, but yeah,
Okay.
yes, that's correct.
And this all started because you went into Aiden's room being loud, and when he asked you to get out, you wouldn't. That's how all this started, right?
Well,
Is that how all this started? When you went into Aiden's room and Aiden was asleep, and you said he woke up mumbling, telling you to get out, but you did not get out, then all this started. It escalated from there. Is that correct?
sure, you can say that. And the room.
You said that's a yes?
Oh, let him.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
The room also used to be my room. Whenever I went to jail for something else, I could do it, but something else. I think the thing I got on probation for. He actually came in the house and took all my things out of that specific room and put them in a different room. Then he started living in that room.
So when you got out of jail, did you go and start living in a different room?
Yeah, I was living in a room that wasn't mine.
Okay. So on January 3rd of 2026, that room was known as Aiden's room, because that's what you referred to it to as today, right?
You could say that, but he wasn't paying any rent or anything like that.
Did you pay rent?
Yes.
Okay, you paid rent to grandma and grandpa?
Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am.
How much
So-
was that? How much?
Well, recently I paid about $500 to
What were you paying at that time?
500
a
bucks
month?
or something.
$100 a month?
I was just giving them something.
Oh,
So you were paying rent to grandma and grandpa, but your testimony is you couldn't afford nothing that you had to pay for on the probation you signed for?
Well, it wasn't very much money at all.
So,
Just a little something that I could give them at that time.
but you couldn't find a little something to give probation? She can't hear you.
No, ma'am.
You couldn't find a little something to go get the patch on your arm?
Patch is too expensive for me.
But you went and got it yesterday, right before this court hearing, right?
Yes, ma'am. Because I'm able to work during the summer,
Okay.
although I was in jail for this like the whole summer, so I wasn't able to get anything figured out for them.
So you couldn't get anything to give probation a few dollars, but you were paying grandma and grandpa, that's right?
I had some money left over, doing some Christmas lights, but that's about it.
Were grandma and grandpa requiring you to pay to live there?
No, I just thought it would help them out a lot because they were struggling with them.
So instead of abiding by the probation conditions that you signed for, you decided to negate that obligation to pay grandma and grandpa, although they didn't require you to pay. Is that right?
I still want to see them struggle.
Okay. You said that the conditions in the jail were terrible. That didn't encourage you to not commit new offenses and do what you're supposed to do on the probation as far as your conditions go?
No, that definitely changed my mindset about everything. I've been trying to, get better, start doing the right thing.
So you just made the payment, on July 28th of this year, and you just got the patch yesterday. So within like this week, you've decided to get better and do the right thing?
Within this week, I've been able to earn an income to afford all that stuff. But
what are you doing? What are you working?
do landscaping and concrete renovation.
And is that your company?
Yes, sir.
Okay, when did that start? A little clue.
Well, we're able to work every summer. We normally start in the spring as well, but because of all this legal stuff and me going in and out of the I just didn't get started up until whenever I got out on bond last time.
Okay, and it's just a spring through fall kind of thing when the grass is growing?
We don't mow yards. We kind of do the whole transformation with the flower beds and the concrete and
But
stuff.
that's not annual, you don't work all year to
Well,
maintain?
I would if I could, but school.
Oh. Okay. Go ahead.
You said your attendance caught up. Did you say something? I
I said
heard.
school is important.
You said your attendance caught up with you. What does that mean?
Well, just like I said, going in and out of jail for this charge. It was, trying to just stress the situation. I wasn't able to balance that along with school. However, I reached out to assistant superintendent at BISD, she said that she would give me some credit recovery classes, this year.
Did you do that this week too while you were preparing for this hearing?
No, man, I'll try to wait till the first day of school to talk to them about that, get enrolled in those classes.
No further questions.
All right. Anything else?
Your Honor, if the court has any questions for him, when we have enough.
Okay, y'all rest?
Yes.
Everybody rest?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Have a seat there, sir. Okay. All right, we're going to take a short recess. I want to see the lawyers. Revoke probation in the cases of the state of Texas versus Gavin Ray Bond. And the defendant is with his attorney, Mr. Kimler, and the state's attorney. I believe the parties have reached an agreement in the disposition of these motions to revoke probation, and I presume the new indictment as well.
Yes, sir. I
So
will need to
there's no-
refile it though, Judge.
Okay, I'm going to ask the parties, the state to read into the record what the plan is, and then the defense attorney will have a chance to respond. And I just want to make sure that we have an agreement that is going to be binding on the parties and will be accomplished. And I'd like that to be done on the next workday, by the next workday Monday. So if the state of Texas will, Ms. Moore, please be so kind to read into the record what you and Mr. Kimler, the attorney on Gavin's behalf, have entered into in a proposed plan to resolve these two motions to revoke probation and then this additional new case of assault in 26 CR 489. Go ahead.
On 260489, Judge, we are going to refile it as a misdemeanor assault, and the defendant is supposed to plead to straight probation and that misdemeanor assault with conditions there. One of the conditions being anger management, and the defendant will continue his probation on the two cases in the MTRP 25937 and 25938.
That's correct, Your Honor.
Do you understand what's going to happen here?
Stand up.
Gavin? Okay, you're on probation in these two cases, credit card or debit card abuse and theft. Those will continue. The new indictment here, this third-degree felony of assault, family violence, that will be dismissed. It's going to be refiled as a misdemeanor assault. You're going to be pleading guilty to that misdemeanor assault, found guilty, and placed on probation. It's a misdemeanor, not a felony. You don't ever want a felony. Misdemeanors aren't good either, but here the evidence supports that an assault had occurred, and you're going to be held responsible. And then that's the plan that I've approved, that the parties have reached, where instead of being held accountable to this felony, you're going to be held accountable to a misdemeanor. Is the complainant outside?
He's gone, Judge. I believe my investigator will go and bring him home.
Yes, concur. To the same thing.
I'm not.
Most of the fees.
Gavin.
He's worried about the fees, Your Honor.
I understand. And also in the probation terms, there's going to be an amendment to the terms of probation.
Yes, sir.
There's going to be another condition, and what's our plan that y'all reached on? The conditions of probation that are in there are going to continue, but there's another one because of this situation.
Management is going to be in.
Yeah, you're going to be required to complete an anger management program. And look, most people ought to go through that and take it because it is effective. What we've got here is something that we don't want to see, and it's biblical. You don't want brothers at odds with each other. at the end of the day, you got each other. You got the same DNA. You, you didn't pick your brother. Our creator did, just like my siblings. You didn't get to choose them. There's a reason for that, a master plan I believe in, if you believe this sort of stuff. And that is, it's a master plan. You didn't get to pick your sibling. You're with your sibling, and you need to act as a brother to each other. What I've heard here is disturbing. It just, I grew up with 4 siblings, and my dad was the youngest of 9, and I've never heard such bizarre behavior and aggressive assaulting from each other who are supposed to be brothers. And again, you didn't pick your sibling, and there's a reason for that. You got to be a brother. You don't have a choice. You got a brother, and he's got the same responsibilities to live as though y'all have a loving brotherly relationship. You got each other, and just you're going to have to do your best to get along, but you don't get along by assaulting each other. And you're older.
Younger.
You're the younger one, but you've got a job, you've got a plan, and some responsibilities that you need to take care of, and you can't take care of that and become a successful businessman by sitting in jail or in prison. So I believe the parties have figured out a plan that I think is fair for all concerned here. It's going to hold you responsible to a degree, but when we all leave and move on, it's you and your sibling. Y'all have to work that out. And I hope you understand and appreciate that, hey, all siblings have problems, but you've got to resolve them. And it's unnatural to fight with with somebody with the same DNA. Come on. That's like beating yourself up. You got each other and forever, and act as though that's important to each of you. Family, at the end of the day, that's important, that the family can stay together as best as you can. And y'all can do that. Just quit fighting each other and find out and discover and understand and appreciate how much you have in common and how much each of you are important to the other. That's my wish, my Christmas wish here in the middle of the summer. But it's the way it is. So come back on Monday. We will resolve the dotting of the I's and the crossing of the T's on this assault. There will be an information, a misdemeanor that you will be pleading guilty to, and Mr. Kimber will walk you through all of that.
I think Ms. Moore's gonna be out next.
Sir?
Ms. Moore's gonna be out this coming maybe Monday week.
What do y'all want to do?
If we can do a week from Monday
Is that what
also,
all
that
right.
will give our
Okay.
office time to
All
recover.
right. It's a week from Monday. But Gavin, that means you got 10 days here. I don't want to hear about controversy between you, okay? Between y'all two.
Yes, Your Honor.
I'm not saying don't speak to each other, but if you do, act like brothers,
Or
like you are. Just don't call yourself brothers. Act as though you care about each other. And we'll see you back on Monday. And I don't want to hear about problems Monday week. I don't want to hear about problems between now and then. Let's resolve that and then move on and be the best siblings each of you can be. Can you commit to that?
Yes, Your Honor. Thank you.
All right. Anything else?
Nothing further, Judge.
After that.
All right, and then there'll be some conditions of his probation, which will be modified. The probation office will to go over
I think
with
he
you.
said that he's going to be doing anger management on his misdemeanor. Do you want me to do it as part of his felony?
Yeah, no, the anger management is going to also be included as a condition of the probation that he's on.
That's fine.
Yeah. And you can put that in the other one, but it just kind of is duplicating each other. But the anger management, you only have to do it once and it covers all three cases. All right. You don't need any more cases pending. Stop, move on, make a life and get along with your brother.
Yes, sir.
Promise?
Yes, sir.
All right.
Thank you.
Anything else?
We're resting.
That is all. We're in recess. Thank you.
It's not a resetting.
No, that's not good.
Just about, I want to